Hey barbecue family, I'm Maddie and this is Kiki, and we are coming at you guys again with another tour, this time at Kiki's farm. This one's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna show you everything from
so you're saying the last one wasn't that fun? I think everyone thought the last one was quite fun.
This one's gonna be fun. I'm gonna show you everything from my flock of chickens to the garden to random pumpkins that I have growing in a dung pile.
And yep guys, she really did say dung pile.
You're not gonna wanna miss it.
Okay, Neen just ran off. I thought Neen was coming along on the tour. He just took right off.
Before we get started on the tour, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of background on my farm. So it's a 39-acre farm. It's 50% mix of bush and field.
Believe it or not, we've said it once and we'll probably have to say it a million times again. We do not live together. I wish we did, but we don't live together. We actually live about an hour apart.
And we do a lot of our work here. So Maddie and I every other day take turns. One day we work at my house and the next day I drive an hour to Maddie's.
And if you've ever wondered, do you guys fight? Yes, we fight all the time, and that is actually one of the things that we're always fighting about. Who's gonna drive to my house? Who's gonna drive to Kiki's house? I drove yesterday.
Actually, me moving here was like our biggest fight of ever because Maddie was like, how could you leave me?
I'm sorry if I wanted you to live across the street from me, okay? Is that too much for a sister to ask for?
Yeah, but now she loves coming to Kiki's farm.
Yes, I do actually. I love cranking the tunes on my way here. It's an hour of a good drive.
So we've done a lot of our media work here. Because of COVID, we've had to unfortunately stop having visitors here in person, but we love welcoming people to the farm virtually.
I never knew how much fun you could have virtually. This has been a blast so far, getting to know you guys, welcoming you guys here and to my house at Barbecue Alley. It's been a blast so far, so buckle up, stay tuned, because you guys are about to have fun on this tour.
Let's get started. The first stop on the farm tour is going to be in my garden. This is my happy place.
AKA, I like to call it the cabbage patch, because this cabbage right here, it literally reminds me of Cabbage Patch Kids back from the 80s.
I think that's a really good idea, honey, because there's a lot of cabbages growing in here. I do a lot of fermentation, so I love growing cabbage. But Maddie likes to eat the sauerkraut that I make, so...
I certainly do. She makes one heck of a sauerkraut.
And I'd also just like to point out that I learned a very, very big lesson this year. I tried to grow soybeans. What are you doing? You may as well start some weeding while we're in here. Make yourself useful, pull that out.
Oh!
So I tried to grow soybeans this year, and so many animals have gotten into this garden and just eaten them up. I did not get one soybean this year, unfortunately. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, there's a caterpillar right there. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let Kiki continue this on her own.
Ew, there is! Another notable story from my garden is, Matt, I know you remember this. Do you remember that time that Nino broke into the garden? So Nino is my dog. So Nino broke into the garden.
Oh, I remember the story. This is a gross one, guys. You might not want to listen to the rest of this.
It's so sick. Nino ate every zucchini in sight. I had no idea. I let him in at the end of the night. He pooed all over my house, so much so that I had to replace the living room carpet.
She had to scoop it out with a shovel, like an actual snow shovel. It was so gross.
I love that guy, but he is disgusting.
He's right here, Neen. Oh my goodness, you little cutie. He is so lucky that he is cute.
He's always waiting on the sidelines as I'm in the garden trying to get tiny morsels. We still love him.
Let's let Tom out. You guys have to see this. This is one of my favorite parts of Kiki's farm. Come on, Tom. Come on. All right, we're going in.
Watch out for the poo.
There's lots of poos here.
There's a big one. That's a brand new one too. It's a little bit, ew. This is a chicken barn, everybody. Come on in. This first thing on the tour is we'd like to show you, this is their dust bath down here. So chickens don't take baths like regular, like you bathe like a dog or something. They have to fluff up their feathers and dust bathe and get all their mites off.
No, seriously.
That's the first one.
You guys owe us for taking you in here, okay? Me primarily.
Maddie doesn't like it in here.
No, I don't.
Okay, this is their oyster shell that they eat to make big, strong eggs. come over here. Let's take you down here. I have quite a few chickens and turkeys. I used to have ducks. Now I just stick to chickens and turkeys. Let's do a one-on-one interview, okay, with honey? Let's see who we can find. Patty and Selma are.
Okay, oh my goodness, what the heck is that?
It's a light switch, honey. You pull it and a light turns on.
I thought it was a bug.
Let's calm down. So over here is two of my favorite chickens. Their names are Patty and Selma. Although they should be named Maddie and Kiki because they do everything together.
But Patty and Selma are great names.
They're adorable.
They really are.
They have big fuzzy heads. Come and see them.
Oh, they're taking off.
No, they're okay. I don't know if we'll be able to see those. We might have to catch up with Patty and Selma later. So Fancy was named after the Reba McEntire song, obviously. And these little babies were hatched right beside the grill studio. And until they get big enough, they're gonna stay in this stall with her until we can move them in with the rest of the chickens. But until then, let's get a little closer and see how cute they are.
Moving on out because it really, really, really smells in here. It smells exactly how you think a chicken barn would smell, guys. Oh my goodness.
Okay, it does, but I just cleaned the barn, so that's not even that bad.
Oh my goodness.
The man of the hour, Big Heavy T.
Where is he?
He's over here.
Oh, look at him taking off.
Okay, so this is Tom. The white rooster's name is Ernie. Actually, his name is Ernest Tubb, to be fair.
Okay, this one is coming at me. This one is coming at me.
Okay, so this is Tom. He gives the best hugs, but you wouldn't guess it. He's trying to get away. So I have had Tom since he was a little tiny. Okay, he wants out. There he goes. So I've had Tom since he was a little tiny baby. We actually hatched him here, and Tom actually was originally born for Thanksgiving. Maddie wants to eat him.
I want to eat him so bad. Are you not telling me that Tom would be good eating? I'm sure you guys are thinking the same thing, okay? He is cute. He is a pet, but he would be delicious on the grill.
It's not gonna happen. He was hatched for Thanksgiving. I couldn't do it. So Tom has a forever home here on the farm. Now we're in a 5-acre Christmas tree pasture. So I purchased this farm 5 years ago, and these Christmas trees were planted 4 years ago. So when I first had this farm, I got 2 donkeys. Don't ask me why I got donkeys. It was a mistake. So originally I got the donkeys because donkeys are supposed to be livestock guardian animals, and I got them to protect my chickens, which they didn't do at all.
Yeah, but don't say it was a mistake, because it's not a mistake. You learned, you
Yeah.
got them. They were cute. They were absolutely adorable, but then you just discovered that wasn't for you.
No, they basically ate me out of house and home. They weren't very friendly. They were adorable, but they weren't very friendly. All they did was sleep in the barn. They didn't protect
One
anybody.
tried to bite me. I'm not a huge fan of them. They were cute. One of them, I don't know which one it was. One tried to bite me, and I was like, oh, heck no.
It was Charlotte. Charlotte was the biter. So since then, the donkeys are gone. Don't miss them at all. And here's what the Christmas trees look like.
Yeah, this is quite the picturesque setting right here. And then the grill studio up there.
So when I first planted these, all the Christmas trees, this might not look very big. See how, look at compared to how tall I am. So I'm about 5'3". And this is how big the Christmas trees are now. This has taken 4 years for them to get this size. When I planted them, they were about this big. They were little tiny seedlings, and now they're giant. This pasture is also where I find a lot of wild mushrooms. So I'm a self-admitted wild shroom nerd. I
call her a shroom nerd all the time, but can't really make fun of her that bad about it because I get to enjoy the mushrooms, and oh my goodness, they are so good. She gets
Grills.
You get, what are those big puffy?
Puff balls.
Oh, yeah, the big puffy ones.
Giant puff balls, little puff balls. I have these.
Oh, I'm starting to drool. I'm starting to drool. Oh my God, you fry some of those up with a little bit of garlic, olive oil, butter. My goodness.
I have these bright ones. They're super cool. I haven't found them since. I only found them once, 1 year on my farm. Haven't been able to find them again. So hopefully we can find them this year.
I hope so. Where are we off to next?
All right, let's hit
My
the dump.
nose is like really running right now.
Ew, you need a tissue. Ew.
Yeah.
Sick. We're gonna show you guys now the pumpkins that are growing out of the dung pile. You heard that right.
The dung pile pumpkin. Woo. Yep.
All right, Maddie's blew her nose.
Well,
Now,
not really, I just used the old arm, not even my sleeve, just my actual hand.
at least it's not my sleeve this time.
It is happening again. This is a good quality napkin right
Needs
here.
to go in the garbage.
Speaking of gross, we've made it to the dung pile.
So that in the background is the dung pile. Check out this gargantuan pumpkin vine.
It looks like an enchanted pumpkin patch. It does.
So this pumpkin has grown out of the dung pile. No, so it's a few pumpkins, actually. You can see it goes all the way back there.
Oh my goodness.
It's a few pumpkin vines, but what's happened is I give the chickens, there's bugs.
Yeah, we're on a real farm, guys.
So what I do is I give the chickens a mixture of seeds every single day in their chicken barn. In that mixture, there are pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. So then whenever I clean the barn and the dung goes back here, sometimes those seeds are still in there. And then it rains.
Buggy back here.
Are you gonna be able to handle this? And then it rains, pumpkins grow.
We get it. Then they poo, the pumpkins, we get it. You end up with the enchanted pumpkin patch.
Let's get a little bit closer. I wanna show you guys just how
Let's
giant.
get right down here, guys.
Look at how giant this pumpkin has got.
Okay, that giant.
Yeah, look at compared to my hand. That is a massive pumpkin.
To me, that looks like a regular sized pumpkin, guys. I would never say that's giant.
This is actually a pumpkin.
Also, you gotta watch that.
Sorry. This pumpkin is called Cinderella's carriage.
It is an enchanted pumpkin patch. Maybe they're magical.
This is my giant wood pile. So I heat my house predominantly with wood. I have a wood stove. And sometimes I like to come back here, make Maddie carry a whole load of wood, and she feels a little bit more like a country girl.
You guys make me carry it. These pipes can handle it.
All right, next stop on the tour, let's head up to one of many fields on the farm.
And we really hope that you guys are enjoying this tour so far. If you're having any fun at all,
They have to be.
I'm gonna guess that some people are enjoying it. Some people must have loved seeing Tom.
Oh, we're going the wrong way.
Okay, if you have loved it so far, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell, because I'm out of breath, man. I gotta start working out. You guys are not gonna wanna miss next Friday because we're gonna be doing a tour of our grill studio.
Grill studio is located here on the farm in a converted drive shed, everybody. Super cool. You're not gonna wanna miss it. All right, look who followed us. We're trying to get up to the field here.
Wherever we are, it's Tom and it's this guy.
Big T coming along for the ride.
He's saying hi to you guys. Tom, everybody says hi. So this is a little bonus on the tour. It's kind of a sad spot, kind of a creepy spot. There's a pet cemetery.
Every good farm has a pet cemetery, okay? Creepy
Agreed.
or otherwise.
Agreed. It is a bit creepy.
It's mandatory to have. If you have a lot of animals, you're gonna sooner or later need to start accumulating them in a pet cemetery because what else?
Start accumulating them. Tom,
Tom.
can you be quiet? My goodness.
Okay, so come on, let me
He's
show
gonna
you.
end up in the pet cemetery if he doesn't watch out.
Maddie and I both have a lot of cats, so there's some cats
We
up
love
here.
our cats.
Come on,
yeah,
keep
who's
coming.
in here? Who's in here? This is the in memoriam section of the tour.
Who's gonna be in here too someday?
You're not in there now,
Hopefully not someday soon. Tom's gonna be in here, so come up here.
If Tom doesn't be quiet, he's gonna be in here.
If you've ever seen the movie Pet Cemetery, they have markers with the animals' names on them. I haven't done that yet, but we should do that.
We should do that. Who's that?
But this is Herkies.
Herkies.
Herkies was my favorite chicken I
Herkies
have ever
was
had.
like a cat. She was like the cat version of a chicken. She let Kiki always picked her up. She kissed her.
Her name was Hercules, but I called her Herkies. She was named Herkies because it took her 2 days to come out of her shell. She
How
pecked
long
her
would
way
it
out of
take
there.
normally?
It normally takes 1 day.
Okay, so that's she really wasn't giving up that little.
I didn't think she was gonna make it. She lived for Hercules was
I
9.
can't remember. Oh, 9?
I believe she was 9 when she died.
That's a good run for a chicken.
I miss her.
Okay, who else do we have
This
here?
is Hercules. This is Owl. This is my favorite rooster. Died last year. Okay. And then, see, these are kind of overgrown. They have patio slabs on top to keep animals from digging out the carcasses, for lack of better words. Oh dear. The first one over here is a cat that we lost the first year I bought this farm, named Yukon. She was a very good cat. The next cat over here.
Yuki.
The next cat over here is our mom's cat, Callie, put to rest in the pet cemetery. And I love it up here. It's a very peaceful
nice
spot.
Place. It's nice and secluded here for them. It's a great resting spot. I love that you guys have a pet cemetery.
Okay, come over here actually. This is also surprisingly a very good spot to find wild mushrooms. These ones are too old, we can't eat them, but these are porcini mushrooms.
Come on, Tom. Hurry it up, Tom.
Two-step it, man. Now we're on what I refer to as the east field of my farm. And you can see that it had just been cut by our farmer. So I rented out to a farmer who plants crops in this field every year. And what was just planted was a crop called winter wheat. So now it's been harvested already. There's great hunting on my farm. So my ground blind is actually right over there. And that's where I go hunt turkeys every spring. And in our woods back there, that's where we hunt deer every fall. The last stop on our tour brings us right back in front of the grill studio. And you guys know we always got something under our lid.
Today we are smoking a delicious pork shoulder from Helenda's. You guys need to check this out. Ooh, oh my goodness, that burn. It's gonna be so succulent. It's gonna pull away perfectly away from the bone.
And surprise, surprise, look who's still with us. It's Tom.
Okay, so this pork has come off of the grill. We've let it cool, which I think you guys would agree with us. The hardest part of waiting for pulled pork is waiting for it to cool down, not only so that you can do the bone pull, which is our favorite part, but also so you can get in there and mulch it all up.
It smells fantastic. It's right near my face. I'm getting a front row seat to Flavor Town.
Oh my goodness. Oh, who's gonna get to do the bone pull, me or you?
Since I'm holding it, honey, the honor is yours.
Okay, normally we fight over the bone pull, so I'm glad that I get to do it today. Ooh, that is still kind of hot.
Oh, wow. Oh,
okay, yeah.
So succulent.
Clean bone pull. That is what it's all about, guys. That looks actually fantastic.
Okay, so you guys can't see right now, but Nino is off to the side, licking his chops. He knows he's gonna get that afterwards.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
honey, you're gonna need to, I can't feed you because I'm holding this.
I'm drooling.
You're gonna need to get some of that bark on there too.
Oh, I'm really drooling.
That smells unreal. So we hope you guys have enjoyed this tour. Stay tuned for next week when we show you inside the grill studio that's behind us.
Behind those doors, okay? We're gonna be showing you guys every little last speck of the grill studio.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on my farm tour. You don't want to miss next week when we dive into the grill studio behind us.
Behind those doors, we're going to be taking you guys all around. Let us know which parts that you want to see in the grill studio. We have kind of a plan, but we want to make it open to you guys. What do you want to see on that tour?
Before we get attacked by both Tom and Nino for this pork, Tom is lurking off to the side. Tom.
And then you gotta show Neen.
And then look at this. Look at this one right here. Nino. Yeah, he knows. See?
Not yet, sweetie. Not yet, baby.
He's waiting.
What's it?
He's waiting. No, not yet, everybody.
Oh my goodness. Can I just try this?
Honey, try it.
Okay. I'm going in.
It's a race against the clock.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
It smells so smoky and succulent.
I'm gonna get a piece of the bark.
Yeah, the bark is the best. I want it.
It tastes so good. I'm gonna just drink the juice.
You wanna drink
the juice? It tastes so good. Put that down. You know what we gotta do. That it makes